Welcome to another episode of our Speakeasy podcast. As always, that's
Ken, what's up?
and I am John. What's going on, everybody?
What is up? What is up?
What's happening? How are you, Ken?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's still freaking frigid.
It's very cold outside.
But it's supposed to get progressively warmer this week, I think.
It is.
So,
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am ready for spring, man.
I have been ready for spring.
Yeah.
We're starting to get like new things because, as you know, we redid our deck pretty much before the winter hit. Believe it or not, they actually did it in like November or something, and so now we're kind of getting antsy. Every day we let the dogs out in the back, and we're like, oh, I see this deck.
Who let the dogs out?
Woof 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 woof.
Oh,
yeah. And I'm like, man, it's just an empty deck, and now I'm starting to get new things. We just ordered the dining set for out there.
Nice.
I'm gonna attempt this, but I got a huge TV that's going out there.
Nice.
So it's gonna be cool, like lounge area.
Very cool.
And got the speakers going and stuff. Maybe we can
Very
actually
cool.
film an episode out there.
Oh yeah,
at
and I
some
can cross
point.
my leg and look like my stomach hanging out.
But yeah, that should be fun. So what's up with you?
I think not much. I think we've kind of. I mean, March is a funny month because anything could happen. It could start becoming 60, or we can get like 12 inches of snow. But we've dodged bullets so far this year, knock on wood, man.
But it has been, which, we could talk a little bit on the podcast, too. I want to talk a little bit about...
This is the podcast we are talking about.
No, I mean, like, as our topic for the podcast.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
But we'll talk about it in a little bit. I want to talk a little about electricity and all that stuff, like, and the insaneness it's been, and everything that's been going on and all that stuff.
Cool.
But we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
But...
I'm excited with this right here. Just looking at that bottle.
I am excited as well. We've got something different. We've had Penelope. We actually had Penelope. We're going back to back on this. Because we just did the weeded.
Yeah, we just did the weeded.
Man, Penelope gets a lot of love on this podcast, man.
Hey, man, they keep putting out cool stuff, so we gotta... And you keep
Yeah.
getting it. That's so hard to find, so we have to do it.
I get lucky. I don't know. You know what it is? I know where I've gotten certain bottles in the past.
Right.
So I know that there's going to be a good chance they're going to have it on the shelf. And I know when these bottles come out.
Yeah.
So
See, I think by me, there's no place like that gets good selections.
there
and
may
stuff,
be Carney. I think there might be a couple spots.
Yeah?
Yeah. By you, but yeah, it might be a little bit harder. There's a couple spots that are like museums, like that place, just a place in Clifton, Route 3. Like they have the bottles, but they charge an arm and a leg for them. Yeah. So hence the museum. They just sit there and collect dust.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is something that Penelope's. They've been doing this for quite some time before it transferred back to ownership or whatever, and they sold it. They're sticking to the Penelope plan, I guess I'll call it, and they are putting out a lot of these cask finished bourbons, and some are really good, and some are so-so, and we've had the Rio, which was the Amberana and the honey.
I love that one. I think that one is really good.
The Valencia, I think we've had on the podcast, which is like the orange one. They have like a Takagi barrel. They have all, and even their age stuff. I have a 9-year that's pretty good. I don't know if we've had the 9-year. Sure, we may have. And they're always trying something new and doing something new, and but you know what though? It's interesting because we've been saying this about Good Times, and a lot of people they piss on Good Times, but Good Times has been doing this too. They've been putting stuff cask finished and everything, and
and they're not adding the ingredients into the bourbon. They're just putting them in the barrels.
Yeah, it's just barrel finish. But there still is a science to it. You don't want to put something in a Amberana barrel, for instance, for too long, because then it's going to be a cinnamon bomb.
Way overpowering.
Yeah, so we don't want that either. But yeah, let's dive into this right here.
And this is
Penelope Havana.
Havana, ooh la la.
Coming in at 93 proof, 46.5% alcohol. This is their batch 1. And this one is finished in maple syrup and rum barrels, double cask finished. Okay.
And what was the proof? You said 90?
93.
93.
So not extreme boozer here, but something that,
That's a good number.
Yeah. So I can give you more if you want.
That's good.
But yes.
Oh, I smell it from here.
Yeah. let's dive into this. Let me put this back.
I smell the rum.
Yes, Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, Rumpel's foreskin is very potent.
Are you getting the maple? I agree with that rum. I
get the rum over the maple.
Yeah. Okay. It's got that. There's some ethanol though.
I smell the maple. Yeah.
It's got some ethanol, kind of. You know, you're kind of getting a little of that slight burn on that nose there.
Yeah. It's going to be a little spicy.
Which you wouldn't necessarily expect on a 93 proofer.
No. I smell spice.
I mean, let's check this viscosity. Let's see what we got going on here. It's sticking. It's not bad. Color-wise, it's medium light. Yeah. Medium light. But it looks like it's got some legs there, you know?
The more you twist it around, the more the odors come off of it.
The odors.
The odors, the smells of the
odors.
not in a bad way. I couldn't think of the word. All right.
All right, cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
It's light.
That's lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
judging
by the nose.
Yeah.
Judging by the nose, it is lighter.
It is sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to get spice. There's no spice. It's sweet.
It is very sweet. Very sweet.
The rum finish is very strong.
I'm getting it's interesting. I mean, I get kind of that rum going down, but actually I get more maple. If you just sit here for a minute or so without taking another sip, the maple really lingers. Like I just took a bite out of a maple dredged pancake or something,
right.
You know? It really, you get that candy maple finish. You ever have like those, I don't know if you ever had like one of those candy maple like leaf lollipops or maple candy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. If you just were sucking on one and then you finished it and now your mouth just tastes like that right now. Where you do get that maple finish. So I would commend them on getting that maple.
100%. They did what they did what they advertised.
I'm borderline thinking it may be a little too much maple. Maybe it sat in that cask for a little too long, you know, because it's very sweet. It's very sweet.
Yeah. When you lick your lips too, you get that maple.
Yeah, it's like pure candy right there. And I have a feeling, John, if we had, this is our first bourbon of the day, if we had another bourbon, normal, say it was a regular Penelope, and then we had this, we'd be almost like, wow, that is super maple.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But because it's our first one,
it's not hitting as hard.
No, it's not hitting as hard.
I'm going to be honest, man. It's not bad.
Okay.
They said what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
I taste the rum. I taste the maple. I really taste the maple.
Yeah.
I want it to be a little bit more spicier. I want a little more heat to it.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yes.
If there was a little bit more heat, it would.
I know.
Contrast with
I'm
that
not
maple.
getting that hug the way I want.
No, not at all.
I agree that the maple and heat, I think it would be a perfect wintertime sipper.
100%.
You know? Just because you get that nice sweet, like sit by the fire, kind of drinking like a nice mapley, you know, you get the smoke in the air, you have the maple in your mouth, but you need that heat to warm you up a little bit, you know, by that fire.
Yeah. I mean, this could be good and maybe an old-fashioned, not a maple old-fashioned because you don't want to add any extra more maple to it.
Well, yeah, you could do it as a maple old-fashioned, just don't add any maple syrup. Yeah, and just do it with this.
I mean, you don't want to, I feel like a bottle like this you shouldn't be using for an old-fashioned, but...
I mean, I'd really compare this to, I'm looking to see if I had a bottle around, but I'd compare it to like a Widow Jane Decadence almost, except with that hints of rum, you know?
That's what we used, right, in our maple old-fashioned.
Yeah. It's kind of got that mapley. And here's the thing, what I had mentioned before we even had this, you know, when you have something in a cask too long, you tend to, you could really, it's a fine line between making something amazing to making something subpar, you know?
Right.
And in this case, they were playing it real close here, I think. It may be a little bit too much in that maple cask.
Yeah.
Because it's a little sweet for my liking, personally.
Yeah. I'm not putting it down at all. Like I said, they did what they wanted to do. It's still it's a good bourbon. But I can see the bourbon world being just maybe a tad bit disappointed in it.
Yeah.
With the hype that's around it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, hey.
And this one, like John had mentioned, is a little harder to get. Price point, I see. If you were to find it out there in the wild, I think you're going to find it probably between $150 and $200 or so.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't pay that.
Yes, and that's where I'm going with this. Is if you see it, don't worry if you pass on it. I think it's
agreed. This might be something good where if you have a little get together and people are having some sips, because it's light.
Yeah.
You're not going to get hammered. You know what I mean? You're going to sip and have fun and talk and by the fireplace.
But it's too expensive to throw it in a mixer, unfortunately.
But it's too expensive to throw it in a mixer.
Yeah. You don't want to do that with this. This is a sipper.
Yep.
You could just drink it on the rocks if you want.
Yeah.
And even that, we're fine. Me and John are fine just sipping on it.
I think if you throw a little bit of water in there, it'll just enhance the maple a little bit more. I think you're better off.
Yeah.
You're probably better off like this. But hey, good stuff. I'll take it. Thank you.
And that finish,
this.
Absolutely, man. And like I said, that finish, it lingers.
Yep.
Like right now, I'm still tasting that maple. I'm still tasting it. And it's decent. It's good. It's just I don't think it's $150 to $200 good.
No.
I think it's more like a
65.
Yeah,
$60 maybe.
60.
Maybe.
I would say I'd go as far as 65 to 85. Yeah, I would think. Because look, there's nothing, like I said, when I drink it, there's nothing I can say like, oh no,
right.
No, it's a good sipper.
Right.
It's a good sipper, just probably not worth the price.
Sure.
But overall, decent stuff.
Penelope, cheers.
Cheers. So basically, what I was saying before, I never. Whenever I cheers, I never drink it. I'm such a horrible cheerser. I'm supposed to take a sip of it, but. So we have a house in the Catskills, and this has happened to us before.
Not me and him. Him and his.
Yes.
We don't live together.
Not yet. Not yet. We are there like once a month or something like that, and it's been cold. I know it's been cold, but I keep my heat like at I have a ductless, and the lowest I can put it is 61 degrees. So it's low, but it's still good enough where I don't have to be concerned about pipes freezing or anything like that. It's a cheaper alternative to the baseboard heating, which is in the house too as well. So I just use the ductless pretty much. But I got a bill last month that just came through, $732.
Whoa.
For a weekend house that I'm at once a month, and I'm running at constant 60 degree. You know what I mean?
It's just so cold that it's constantly running.
Yes. Granted, that house is just electric. It's electric. There's no gas. There's no propane. There's none of the sort. It's just strictly electric. So I understand. I don't get a gas bill. I don't get anything like that.
Right.
But it was.
That's steep.
It's pretty steep, and people are going. There's Facebook groups dedicated to people pissed off at NYSEG right now.
So the drone pages are folded, and now it's pissed off people, electricity people.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane, and I was discussing it with my wife, and I'm like, what options do we have? One of the biggest options the only thing I'm considering doing in the future is just shutting the house down for the winter and just winterizing it.
And how do you go about doing that?
I got to get a plumber there.
Drain all
they
the pipes.
They drain everything. They put antifreeze and everything, and they do all that stuff, and then you have to have them de-winterize it, and then so you got to. But if it costs me $200 one way and $100, say it's an average of $300 to do the whole process, it's still saving me from having to pay.
In the wintertime, good $2,100.
It's insane. But we do like to come up in the winter sometimes.
Yeah.
But dude, it was like crazy too. It was like $300 and something for the electricity, and then it was like $300 and something or $400 or whatever for delivery charges. What the hell?
What are they delivering?
electricity to your house.
What?
I have no freaking clue.
There's a guy come with a horn. I got your electricity.
Oh my God! But just so everyone, it's insane over here. Con Ed has been dealing with issues. Oh, they're listening.
Yeah. They're shutting your stuff off
Yeah,
now.
shut me down. Con Ed. There's going to be increases, I think, over here. I think there's going to be increases everywhere.
I
I
think so.
just don't see what's going on here. And a lot of times they're like, oh, well, we have to make sure the trees are cleared and this and that and this, so we got to pay for all that. And I'm like, I feel like there's something corrupt going on there.
Oh, there's always something corrupt going on. Yeah.
But speaking of corruption, though, they've been nipping things at the butt, man. They've been taking care of. I saw Elon Musk with the chainsaw on TV the other day.
Yeah. He's kind of out of his mind, but like you said, they're getting stuff done. I mean, they're going at a fast pace here.
Yeah.
Have they been saying some stupid stuff lately? Yeah, but they've been cranking out stuff that they've been investigating, and we might be getting paid soon.
I've been hearing something of that sort, where yes, the money that they've saved because of cutting out billions of dollars in certain things, that they are going to maybe almost like a reimburse us some money that we've kind of probably got, because our taxpayer dollars haven't been going to places for America necessarily. They haven't been going to places that are benefiting our country. So, yeah, what's your honest opinion? Do you think we're owed that?
I don't know. So I was thinking about this today and having a conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, to even get that back, why not maybe just put it somewhere else where it'd be more useful? We don't have it now. Because maybe
there's always, I feel, especially with this administration, there is a method to their madness.
Sure. They want to come out as the greatest of all time.
Well,
they serve their people.
Yes.
They're in it for the people.
And part of it could be, it can help, even though it might be short term, it could kind of help the economy, because when people get money, they spend it.
They spend it, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe that's part of the madness. I don't know. Or their method, I should say.
There's such a deficit, that this country's in. Like, could they just use that money for better funding for something else?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be our homeless or our vets or just refilling the pockets of everything that we lost during the past administration.
I know.
And years before.
I know. And I'm all for helping out more vets, helping out more, but I'm also for helping them out more in the future. I think what he's basically doing is saying, you've been getting ripped off because they've been taking our taxpayer dollars and it hasn't been going to the right places.
Well, keep what you have and just cut our taxes.
Yeah.
Cut our taxes.
Yes, I would like that.
We'll make that up real quick then.
Yeah, it's insane, man. It's insane. And I'm going to tell you from personal experience, we had an accountant that she was horrible. Yeah. And she royally screwed things up, and she reported the wrong amount that we had to pay, and we ended up paying the IRS way too much money, and we couldn't get that money back. I think it was maybe a year and a half.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's the thing. They want the
They'll
IRS
come knocking on your door for
exactly.
It. Yep.
When it comes to them, everything has to be.
Yep.
But then when it comes to you getting your money back, I mean, it caused so much stress for us.
Of course.
Because it got to the point where we said, let's just accept the fact we're not getting this money back.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah. And so you know what? You know my feelings about the IRS right now?
Oh, I bet.
I have nothing good to say. And then it wasn't even an efficient process of, they put you on hold, and then they put you on hold for an hour, and then all of a sudden, click, hung up. You ever that ever happened to you? You went on hold with someone, and then all of a sudden it hangs up.
Oh yeah.
And you just
there's nothing more there's nothing more aggravating than.
Yes, and I mean my poor wife, who was behind most of the phone calls.
Same.
So that, and as a man and as a husband, you know how stressful it is to have an angry wife.
Yeah. You're doing a great job, honey. Yeah. Stay on hold for another hour. You want something to drink?
Yeah.
If I do it, things aren't going to get anywhere. You're nicer.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's That's the problem, and that's a big problem. So now she hates the IRS, and because of her, I hate the IRS
she hates IRS and you.
So I wonder what they're going to do with that. Are they going to eventually get rid of it? Are they going to eventually,
I don't understand either why we're just not on an equal playing field.
Yeah.
Every state's different.
Yeah.
Federal, everything is different. There's different brackets.
Yes.
I get it. With the money you have, there's going to be different brackets. The rich pay more, the poor pay less.
Yeah.
But something, just change that fact. Look what you can do to change that.
Yeah.
And save us the money, and take all this extra money and put it where we need it.
Yeah.
And I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that. I get my paycheck, and I look at my federal taxes, and I look at this and look at that, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I know.
And then during tax season, they're like, oh, you owe us a few more bucks.
I know.
For what?
I know.
Why didn't you take it out right the first time?
It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
Our accountant, actually, we pay quarterly now. We pay quarterly so that we're not hit with as hard as we were, because it was insane. And the thing I don't understand, too, New Jersey is, I think, the most densely populated state in the United States.
I believe.
And we have people contributing left and right financially. Mm-hmm. Why are we paying the most in taxes on everything? You would think more people. Crazy. You would think because we have so many people, there's so many people chipping into that pot that we wouldn't have these insane. We're insane taxes here, people.
Yeah, New Jersey sucks.
Yeah, New Jersey is you own like a home like ours here. We're upwards of about 16,000. It's insane how much. My old townhouse, my little tiny townhouse in Clifton, in the city of Clifton, was over $10,000.
I mean, I have a little ranch in a tiny little town in the middle of nowhere, and not the middle of nowhere, but and it's my property taxes are like, for what?
Yeah,
I can't even use it. There's nothing to do on it.
Yeah, I know. It's absolutely.
I can't build a pool. I'm not. It's too small. I can't do anything. I can play horseshoes in my backyard.
It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how much we pay here, and it's ridiculous too. Like I look at, and I'm gonna say go jump into New York City right now. Talk about densely populated. Why do they have to charge all this congestion price? Why do they have to charge all that?
Well, that's the one good thing. It looks like that's coming to an end.
It is coming to an end.
Yes.
And I could see the other side of that where people are like, oh, it's actually nice to be able to drive out to the city and not hit traffic.
Well,
or
my
anything.
sister works downtown, and she's like, it's been so nice. There's been no traffic.
Yeah.
But you know what? Guess what? That's part of living in the city.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to pay extra if I want to go to New York City. Yeah. I'm going to go to New York City, pay extra to get there on top of what I already pay.
Yeah.
Pay a meter or pay a parking garage. I'm going to pay when I get there for food.
I know.
I'm going,
yeah.
I just won't go to New York City anymore.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, Governor Hochul, whatever her name was, she had a press conference, and when she mentioned, and New Jersey people feel like they shouldn't have to,
it's not our state.
And the people started laughing. They're like, those Jersey people. And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? Do you know how much we've been contributing going through that damn tunnel? Do you know how much our people are contributing to your industry over there?
You have to pay to go to New York. You don't have to pay to come into New Jersey.
Yeah.
How come the people that live in New York don't have to pay the Holland Tunnel on the way into New Jersey?
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's because you're going to be hurting Jersey people even more because more people are coming from Jersey to New York than people.
It's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, it should be, yes. I think it should be a equal where it's a round trip. So say
absolutely.
So say it's a daily pass. Every time you go through that tunnel, it covers you for that day. It's a 24-hour back and forth, do whatever you want or something like that. That way, if you are someone coming from New York and you're hitting that toll for the first time, then you get charged that,
I think it's all nonsense. It's really all nonsense. They want you to take mass transit.
Yeah.
I can pop into the city in 25 minutes on a good day, and I'm going to wait for a bus in the snow, in the rain.
I know.
And then and it's got to make multiple stops.
It adds an extra hour. It adds an extra hour.
Yeah, and then coming home when you're done work and you just want to go home, but you can't do it.
And do you know how many times I've been on mass transit and the train has stopped and you're sitting there for 20, 40, 50 hour?
Or you get stabbed or rats running up your ankles. You know what I mean?
Did you see that video of the rat on the guy?
Yeah, and he was sleeping?
Yeah. This rat just runs up the guy's leg. He's like crawling over his body. He's sleeping. And then he wakes up and he's like... Yeah.
That's why I don't go into the city. I would like to go into the city more. I would. Yeah.
I'll probably be out there maybe next month or something.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Actually, next month I'll have more free time on my hands.
Yeah, you want to come? It's always a good time. Always a good time. Shit show.
All my sports are almost coming to an end.
Good. But yes, there's a lot of corruption. I'm glad to see that things are happening. I'm glad to see they're moving fast. I am happy. Once again, we always say, if they're doing well for our country, doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, whatever you are, if you're doing well for the country, you're doing well for us.
But you're going to have the people opposite opinion, obviously. They're just doing it for the rich. They're not really doing it for us. Watch, they're going to wind up cutting us a check for $5,000, and they're going to wind up taxing us on it.
Yeah.
You got the people, President, this is the new one. I don't know if you saw that.
What?
President Trump gave President Obama a hard time for years, and he was never born in this country. Now we got a guy born in South Africa that's running things behind Trump. It's like there's got to be always a comment. There's always has to be something.
There's always, and it's
chill out and let's see. Oh, I thought eggs were going to come down the day after Trump got elected. I thought all the prices were going to come down.
You can't help the bird flu. We could have, it happens.
You can't help the bird flu.
Shit happens.
Fucking birds.
You can't help. Actually, we could have helped, but I think this was something that was
already in progress.
The COVIDians.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The COVIDians.
Dude, that pissed me off. With YouTube, that really pissed me off, man. That we had an episode taken away just because we were talking about it, and we were talking about it, and they say misinformation is misinformation that, and
guess what? What is starting to come to light?
Yeah, all the shit we said was true.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that we've ever said, and we didn't go into the
COVID's still around because you're over vaccinating people.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. This one's going to get flagged too.
Whatever. Sorry, 5 people.
No, it probably won't get flagged because the censorship probably has come down because they realize that But that kind of ticked me off a little bit.
Yeah.
And that was the thing with Joe Rogan. That's why he left.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to censor him way too much. He's like, no, I got free speech. I'm doing what I want. So,
it's weird out there right now. We're in a weird, strange time of our country.
Yeah.
But I think we all just have to sit back and relax and let the people in there
just let them
try to fix it. Let's see what happens.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to hear that. You say somebody, let's see what happens. Then they go, oh, see what happens. You can see it every day.
A lot's happened within, what are we in now? We're in February.
1 month. We're 1 month in right now.
Not even. Are we?
Yeah,
we are officially 1 month?
1 month.
Yeah, okay.
As of today. Well, we're a few days early, so.
Okay. As of Friday.
Yeah, as of Friday.
Yeah. A month in. Yeah, let's get.
You want to open up this beer because this is staring at me, and you know how I feel about Trillium.
Definitely.
So my partner here brought in some Trillium.
This was another one, John, from my in-laws. So they
good in-laws.
Yeah, they gave me 2 4-packs, and I thought they were because the colors and everything looked the same. I thought they were the same 4-packs, and
they were a mix.
Well, it was 1 4-pack of one and 1 4-pack of the other one. John and I had the what was it, Worth Point or something like that?
Something like that.
On the podcast a few episodes ago. And these ones I had brought up to my house in the Catskills. So I had that up there. So last time I was in the Catskills, I said, "Oh, let me grab." I had like a couple cans. I'm like, "Let me grab one and bring it so I can have it on the episode."
Oh, dude! As soon as I pour it and I smell it, I'm like, "Ooh."
Oh, good, because I burped and I thought you were smelling.
No.
Yeah.
This is double dry hopped at the Riverway. This is an IPA, 7%, and we know Trillium's out of Massachusetts. This is my top 3 favorite breweries.
It has been my favorite at
could
times.
Be my favorite.
Yeah, at times they're always so good, man.
Oh, it's just it's Trillium, like it's
the Trillist.
Delicious. Deliciousness.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
I like this one better than the other one.
That's phenomenal.
By the way, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That don't even taste like 7%.
Yeah, it's delightful.
Yeah, it's the best word you can. There's no better word.
I mean, the nose, the aroma, before you even take a sip of it, you can smell this, and you're like, I'm about to have something. I'm about to have an outer body experience.
And it's crazy because it tastes like it smells. Like when that nose hits, you're like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Yes. Oh man. Oh yeah.
Thank you to your in-laws.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's got.
It's the perfect beer.
It's a good balance because it's not like super sweet in your like lactosey sweet. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
It's got that nice. It's got a little bite to it. It's got that finish where it just like hangs, man. And you're like, it's like, oh, you like me? I'm gonna like you back. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit.
How do they do it, man?
Yeah.
I don't. That's one thing. All the breweries use. I know they have different recipes, but they use basically almost all the same hops and everything they do. Yet they all taste so different.
Yeah.
And you can, at some point, like you can figure out which brewery is what. And
Yes.
It's like just crazy.
Yes. I know. Jay says it all the time. He's like, it tastes like equilibrium. You can tell.
Yeah.
Or this tastes like other half. Or this tastes like, but Trillium. I mean, they've done so much, and they've done things where it hasn't just been IPAs. It hasn't been. And what was this one? A single IPA, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No. It's a single. Yeah. Not double dry hopped.
Oh, it's double dry hopped.
Yeah.
But it's not a.
It's not a double IPA. No. 7%. Yep.
Yeah.
I was complaining the one time because I said I saw Trillium at the store and it was like $27 for a 4-pack, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd pay $30 for that. Yeah. If I knew it was going to go down this easy and be this delicious,
it is good.
I'd pay it.
So the other day I was at the store in the Catskills, and remember that beer we had not too long ago, the Brookie one, that lager? I really like that one. So when I was back up in the Catskills, we went to this one store, not the same store I bought it from, and it was like $22, but it's a 6-pack of the 12-ounces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I guess that's, because let's do the math. 6 times 12 is 72, and if you got a 4-pack of the 16 ounces,
64.
Okay, so you get more bang for your buck. You get more on the 6-pack.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then
and it's not just sitting there. You can finish a beer and be like, all right.
Yeah, you can. That's a nice, like, if you just want a quick beer, it's good. Yeah. But then on the way home, we stopped back at the store I originally got it from, and I saw it was like $4 cheaper, and I was like, man, I felt like I got
was it $4?
Yeah, $4 cheaper. I'm like, I felt like I got ripped off. So I'm one of those people, like, I'm gonna buy another 6-pack because now it's gonna balance out that price a little bit better.
So now you got a 12-pack.
So I got a 12-pack, and if you take both prices, that means it's
average it out.
Yeah, average it out.
You got a good deal.
It's not as bad. It's not as bad.
That's pretty funny. Only you would think like that.
Yeah, I do. And I know I'll drink it, so that's like it's just a good quick sipper. And I like that it's a 12-ounce because lately I'm not drinking as much beer. And I don't want a whole 16-ounce. I just want a quick 12-ounce with my dinner sometimes or 100%. Something, and I can put it down. It'll stay cold the whole time because it's smaller and all that stuff. But back to Trillium. Awesome job. Good beer. The notes, I'm getting like hints of that pineapple, hints of, like I said, it's got a nice, just enough bite on that, just enough bitterness on that.
Yes, sir.
Solid stuff. Very good.
Before we go, let's bring up one more thing.
Sure.
Because, all right, so we are a few days ahead. Always, cause I'm going away.
Yeah.
I am flying into Miami in a couple days, and
I'm going to Miami.
Going to the Bahamas for a couple days on a couples trip.
Yeah.
And I am scared shit to get in the air right now.
I know.
It is. I've never seen anything like it. There's so much going on in the air. People are obviously blaming the administration because all these people have been fired and there's not enough people, and I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
But do you think I have a legit reason to be stressed?
No, because the odds are in your favor. Just think about how many flights there are each day.
That's what people are saying.
Yeah, there's thousands of flights each day, and there's more car accidents than there are flight accidents.
100%.
So, granted, there's a lot more cars out there, but still, where those odds are,
I think it's 1 in 95 chance of getting into a bad car accident and 1 in 15 million of getting into a plane crash.
Yeah. So, I think you're all right.
Man, but it's always in the back of your head,
Yeah. I would say if you played the lottery and you won, then don't.
Then don't go.
No, don't go because your odds are working in that favor.
Yeah.
I think you're all right. You're not going a far distance.
I'm a person who's afraid to fly to begin with.
Yeah.
And then just this is the added stress.
I know. I wouldn't think on it. Just do you. It's a quick flight. It's really not.
Yeah,
bad.
it's like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
No, not too bad.
Yeah. Just think about the good time you're gonna have. Think about, are you going to South Beach?
I'm staying in South
yeah,
Beach.
so think about like the topless women you may see.
Are they topless in South Beach?
I've heard things, but
It's supposed to be like 80 degrees when I come down there.
bikinis, you know,
that's disgusting.
That'll get you right through that flight. Good visuals, good happy thoughts, thoughts. Yes, but there has been the one that landed in Canada that flipped over.
I've never seen a plane flip over when it hit land before.
Yeah, but
at least they all survived.
I think that plane probably shouldn't have landed there or something. If the
it
conditions
was really
weren't
icy
right,
and snowy,
if the conditions weren't right.
I mean, that's the thing. I'm actually we're landing into a nice. I don't want to say tropical, but a nice.
Yeah.
This weekend's supposed to be really warm.
There's no hurricanes, so it's not inclement weather down there.
Nope. There's not going to be any rain, snow, sleet.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it's just an easy flight.
Right. I think you'll be fine. And so you're leaving on a Sunday, and then you're coming
getting
back.
picked up at 5:30 a.m. My flight's at 8, and then I'm coming back. That's Sunday morning. Coming back Friday. Yeah, we get off the ship. We're going on a ship, Royal Caribbean. Yeah. We get off the ship at maybe 9 a.m. Yeah. And our flight's at noon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How will you remember me if I don't come back?
Well, how will I remember you?
Yeah. How will you remember me?
Was
I a good guy, a bad guy? Like, you know.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't sure what he meant.
Yeah. Like my legacy's okay.
I think you better hope that plane doesn't crash.
Yeah. People can talk shit. Like, what's gonna happen?
You'll be fine.
I know you don't want it, but you can have my bourbon. I mean, there's not much I could do with it.
Yeah.
I'd rather not my kids drink it. So.
Yeah. We got that in writing, people.
Yeah. Hey. It's on camera.
Yeah. There you go. So, but yeah, man, you'll have a good time. Let me know how it goes. You know, you'll have to update us. In a couple episodes.
If I'm back. I'm gonna do. I don't have a drink package, but it seems like they have a decent selection of bourbon on this boat compared to the boat I wasn't on last year. I saw Four Roses on there. I saw Angel's Envy on there. Like I saw a couple things, so I might.
Remember, John. Just remember, don't drink bourbon like you drink your beer.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna cost me money because I don't have.
Yeah. You have one at the end of the.
And honestly, I'm more of
rules for yourself.
I've been drinking a lot less beer.
Yeah.
So I've been drinking a lot more bourbon.
Yeah.
So I do have to drink it
slow.
Slow.
You should be drinking one glass of bourbon in the same amount of time someone drinks. Yeah, like one an hour is. But no, the key is this though. And I always tell everyone, and people make fun of me, but I say it all the time: make sure you have a glass of water next to you. That's all. Keep drinking the water with the bourbon, and you can enjoy yourself like that. You know? And you'll, eventually, if your tolerance will probably grow within the that week. So
or within the second day, I'll spend $800 on alcohol. My wife will start yelling at me.
Yeah, that could be bad. That could be bad. But yes, I think you'll be all right.
I'm gonna go hit up Pirates Republic Brewing Company again. I've been there for the last 3 years. Our sticker's on the wall.
Oh,
there.
that one?
I'm gonna go say hi to my friends over there.
Yeah.
Maybe
make sure the sticker's still there.
I'm gonna update the sticker. I'm gonna put the new one on.
Okay.
The QR code on.
Cool, man. Cool. Yeah. You take a few more, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Make sure that you get them out there.
I'm gonna go everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah, by the way, if anyone ever wants stickers or anything, let us know.
Stickers, shirts, hats, let us know. We'll tell you where to go.
Yeah. Well, the hats, we have a link on the page and in our comments or description, whatever you call it. And, we can work things out. So.
All right.
I guess that's,
wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. I mean, we kind of covered what we want to cover.
Yeah.
We want to see America
great again.
We use those words all the time, but yeah, we do. We want to see it thrive. We want to see. Real quick before we end this podcast, though, what do you think of everything with the Zelensky right now and all that stuff? And
I don't think some of those comments should have been said.
Yeah. Now it's like he's working behind his back now.
That's when you gotta sometimes not say things.
When has Trump ever held back?
I know, and that's the only issue I have. Sometimes you just gotta not say what you're thinking.
It seems like he's taking Putin's kind of side on things,
right. And right before he got elected, and before the the election, he sat with Zelensky and he's like, "We're gonna make this happen." And now you look like you're Putin guy. So
no, he mentioned during that conference, so he said, "I'm going to talk to Putin, and I'm going to talk to." He said he was going to do it.
I know, but
and if you're gonna
that comment that
which
Ukraine
comment
started it, like they should, like what do you mean? Like,
I don't know. Maybe,
unless he knows something we don't.
Exactly.
Unless he knows something we don't, that's a different story.
Yeah, we don't know.
But if you're going to say things where the public's going to just turn against you, maybe you should come out and let us know what we don't know.
Yes, exactly. I agree, Johnny. When he says that, it kind of we know as what we've heard, and what we've heard was nothing of that sort.
Right, and it's hard to defend.
Yeah.
That do you want to have a decent conversation with a person?
Yeah.
About politics, which I don't think anybody ever should.
Yeah.
Let your opinions just. I don't want to say keep them in, but there's no need to argue over it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to defend somebody when they say something like that.
Yeah.
Knowing, because Ukraine looks like the little guy, and Russia's the big guy.
Yeah.
Russia's the bully, and now we're blaming Ukraine for the bully. So
but the one thing I will say that I could admit is that we probably don't know nearly as much as we should or whatever, especially when our taxpayer dollars have been being sent over there for whatever amount of time.
And maybe that dude's not fit to be the leader of Ukraine.
Well, there was also
what do you call him, the little comedian or something?
I don't know, but there's also a thing where he. There was supposed to be an election or something, another election for a new president, or this,
really?
and they I think that he basically said no.
No, it's just me.
Well, he said that I think because, and that's why they're saying he's being a little dictatorish.
Yeah.
But he was saying we're in a war, we can't do that right now or something.
He's
but
being a little douchey.
I don't know. That is kind of not right either. So
yeah.
We'll see what happens. Oh, and the other thing too is and you hear a lot of people say, oh, well, this is what's to come, and this and that, and NATO beware, and this and that. Well, Ukraine was never part of NATO, so
they were never part of NATO, but they're asking for help from everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. So no, not NATO beware, because they're saying if they could do this to Ukraine, how do you know they're not going to do this to everyone else? And we're like, no, because we're part of something.
Yeah.
But know though that Trump's he's going to say, if we're going to be part of this, you guys are going to contribute equal amounts
100%.
of what we're contributing to this and everything, because he's all about being, I think, fair with everything.
He wants fair across the board. He doesn't want
that's
the United
the tariffs
States to be the ones dishing out.
Everyone tariffs us, so and he's like, what, I'm tired of taking it in the ass. Let's do it the right way. So I can see it. I'm so far.
Just blame Canada.
Blame Canada. The U.S. lost that hockey game, by the way.
They did to Canada.
Well, Canadians didn't they invent the game? I don't know.
Canada can go whatever. They're the 51st state.
All right, guys, it's been fun. Good stuff. Shout out to Penelope, another solid bourbon.
Havana, una.
Yeah, you're gonna be down not too far from there, buddy. You want to take the bottle with you? You can sip it on the beach.
Oh yeah,
Havana.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So
drink it before I get on the plane.
Enjoy your trip. Shout out to
sir.
Trillium too as well. Good times, fun. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.